What's up, man?
Just bugging.
Hey guys, it's Dalton.
And G-Man.
Chad.
So today we're standing with our 1970 yellow VW Beetle project. My mom and my dad went and picked it up at Larry's house. As you saw, we bought these beautiful rims right here.
Oh yeah.
So in this video, we're going to show you guys how to install the insulation and headliner step by step. This video is presented to you by EMPI
And the VDUB factory.
and the VDUB factory of Ocala. So go get all your EMPI parts at the EMPI Authorized dealer, the VDUB factory of Ocala. We want to say thank you, Nicole, Scott, and Bert, for providing us
The ivory perforated headliner.
We're going to be showing you what you need to be installing the insulation and headliner and how to do it. So let's go. So what supplies do we need to get started?
Well, let's start off with our EMPI headliner, part number 00-4392-0. And it's just some wrap. You can buy this at your Home Depot instead of buying automotive, a Sound Deadener, and it's a lot cheaper. But get what you want. Serves the same purpose, much cheaper. Get you some foam. Go to your fabric store. I went to Joann's Fabrics and got this 1/2-inch foam. It's going to compress really well, and you want that pillow feel to your headliner. And get you some clips.
Make sure when y'all do this, you're gonna need some clips.
And some more clips.
Yeah, for sure.
And
some clips.
lots of clips.
Yeah.
So, of course, it comes with instructions. You can look at this and refer to this and watch our video.
Get your language selection on there.
Yes, and get your scissors and a good razor. Get you plenty of blades and save the blades because you're really just going to wear the tip of it. Oh, and another thing that I failed to get here is get you some WD-40. So when you overspray some adhesive onto the body, get your rag and some WD-40, put it on the rag, and it'll just roll right off the car. Get it when you know that you're doing it. Be careful and tape over things. And so then get you some trim paddles or whatever you want to call it, just so you can tuck it in, like at the back area, you know, for the headliner, and tuck it into other areas you might need. So
Let's get started, guys.
yep.
Hey, wait, y'all forgot something.
What? Oh yeah, thanks, man. You can't put up the headliner without some high strength adhesive, and I use none other than 3M's high strength contact adhesive 90 because it has adjustable tip, and believe me, you don't want to get this stuff on your paint or upholstery or anything. So not only mask, and be careful, mask even more than you have to around the edges of the seals or whatever, but use this and you can adjust the tip and it's not going to let loose. Just wait for it to dry a little bit, a little on the headliner material, a little bit on the surface. Wait about 5 minutes. You can't wait really too long, it's going to move. You can put it down and I don't like that, and you can peel it back off and it's still going to make contact and hold. So don't use anything else but this. You ready? Well, we're going to start with, of course, we've already cleared the old headliner out. You're going to want to do that first and get everything off of it, and then clean up all your clips here, your grabbers. And you're going to want to get all this area right here ready for your headliner to go in. When you get up to here, you're going to put all your foam over here, and you're going to get your grippers open all the way up, you know, and then you're going to put your foam to where it kind of pushes over the teeth. You want to hide the teeth. You don't want them to be biting through the headliner material when you tuck it up in there. So you want the foam to go a little past this edge, and then so it spreads over the teeth. Yeah, you see what we're talking about? And you don't need any foam up here. You can see there's no glue here, and there's glue up to here. You're going to have your folds here, and the headliner is going to come across right here. I'll show you how to do that when we get to that point. You're going to put your Sound Deadener across the roof. You can go even further. You can get your insulation and put that on there too, the additional insulation. The foam is for you to get the pillow feel when you push it. So you don't want to be putting the headliner on raw metal. You want to put your foam up in here and stay away from the lip of the quarter windows. We're going to be putting pop-outs in this too, but your headliner is going to fold over that, so you don't want it. You want to come up close to it, but not where you're going to see the edge of the foam, and so you still have a surface to put your clip on and glue it to it. And another thing, I see it all the time, people fill this in, this area. We had to clean it all out. It was caulked shut, and you can't do that. You can go with your carpet all the way up here, or you can go with the headliner up here. Your headliner tucks and glues in there, and then your carpet tucks and glues in there also, and then you don't see that. But you're not supposed to fill that in. And of course, you're gonna get your rods in the right order that they go in. Some are of a different length. So what Chad's gonna do is get started putting the Sound Deadener up here and start gluing the foam. You're gonna wanna glue it here too and stay away from the lip, like I said, on the quarter windows. And a little small piece of foam here so you get that pillow feel in the back, because we're gonna go with the headliner down this. So that's what you gotta do. We'll show you after he puts some in here where you want it and how you wanna do it, and I'll describe it. There's no sense in showing you every snip and cut we take and all the process. You're gonna do dry on, you're gonna spray both sides, spray the roof, spray the foam, and put it in your areas, but we'll go over that later. Chad's about to put up the Sound Deadener that you buy at your local hardware store. About the same thing, serves the same purpose, and cheaper. You hear it all on the good restoration shows. They do the same thing. Go to your local hardware store.
Get this up in there.
Yeah, that looks like that'll work easier to get it in there. You can paddle in. You can get it down. Once you get the first one down, then it gets easier. It'll all be in the open area. All right, well, you get the idea. You're gonna put this across it and go into the sides all the way back. And then if you prefer, you can put insulation on, glue it to that with your 3M high strength number 90 adhesive spray. All right, so we'll let Chad get further into this and we'll show you what it looks like when we're done. Coming along.
Yeah, putting the last piece in now. We'll have one little strip to go after that. A little trick I learned as I was doing it after the first one. If you want to do it, cut the center out. Take a little bit of the piece off from the center. You can hang it in the center, and then it's easier to go outward.
Right.
Inside out, you don't get bubbles. Now, before you go any further than this, though, and peel all this off, always make sure you have enough to go to each side.
Yeah, before you put it up in the center.
Exactly.
Okay, great idea.
Yeah,
all right.
You don't have an extra pair of hands to help you, I suggest find an extra pair.
Yeah.
If not, you can always just cut them right down the middle and put them in piece at a time. Because
Right.
when you do it this way, if you're by yourself, it takes a little time.
But it can be done.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, as you can see, Chad got all the Sound Deadener in on the roof, looking really good. Put some down there where the guy never finished it. Yeah, and pulled all these tabs out further because we're gonna get ready to put the foam. And another thing you wanna do is take all your bolts and put them right there, so when you get to it, you'll know where they are and you can put a hole in it and then stick that right in there after you get done putting the material on there. And you got your screws here that aren't here. The gentleman really did a good job of putting all the bolts and screws where they belong. You wanna leave these in here so you can easily find them when you put the headliner material down. Remember, you're gonna be from right here, it's gonna get glued here and gonna go to here. Right below here, you're gonna glue. You don't put any glue here. You can put your screws right back in it, but we'll go over that later. And leave all your screws up here so you can find them when you put the headliner material over. So we're gonna get to the part of putting up the foam now. All right, guys, as you can see, he has started on putting down the foam. It's gonna go from this, you can see where somebody painted it with the headliner in it. So you go from this point to up here about where the seam is, and this is where it's gonna go across. And I wanna make sure my fold is below that line, and then right there, clip the headliner. It's already got some clips on it from where it was pinched there before, so it doesn't come off that point. No glue, no foam here. And you know, when you spray the adhesive on the foam and then put it on the surface that you're gonna apply it to, and then wait 3 to 5 minutes or so until the bubbles pop, or you can take your finger and you'll feel the hairs come off and it's tacky then. You see, it's kind of a breezy, so it's better to mask more if you're in an environment like we are, not inside a building. As you see, he came across the pinchers, the grabbers here a little further, because he's going to trim it off to like 1/8 of an inch, just so that when I push the headliner up in there, that it lays over the teeth so you don't see the impressions of each of these gaps and your headliner look like crap. He's going to do the same thing over here and then let it hang over and then trim a little bit after the fact, and you see where he stopped before the lip here. We're going to carry on and get this on here, and you'll get an example of what it looks like.
Like this, it's about getting ready to sticking.
Yeah, see, it's starting to pull it off. You can see there's no glue here from original, is because once you start getting to this point right here where you're gonna pinch it over this area and pinch it over that lip on the back window, it's gonna stop touching this as a high point from there to here. And then down here, as it's gonna get close to these bolts, you're gonna end up kind of gluing it up against that somewhat. But you're gonna be suspended. The headliner, no glue goes here. Your headliner is gonna get pulled all the way to this area and glue down here, never up here. You don't want it to touch this and adhere to it. It's going to be suspended between here and here. All right, well, we'll let him get a little further on with the foam and we'll show you where we're at. While I think about it, I failed to mention that you're going to need a blow dryer. My pink funky blow dryer. Now, when you take the rods off of your existing headliner, if there was one, I keep them in order. There's different lengths as you go back. So you want to run them in here, and I've got them marked so I don't put the wrong one in the wrong place. Makes it easier. Be a good idea to wear gloves too when you're doing this, especially this color, which is ivory, which is like an off-white. Look good with the yellow. But you get the idea. And when you get to putting your headliner in, you're going to bundle this all together with the rods in one long piece and then carry it into the car and slowly start from the front to the back, attaching your rods to the roof rails on the sides. Hey there, Spot. Got our Just Bug and Shop Dog. Need a biggin'. And since I have the convenience of these other cars sitting back here with a nice hot roof, I can put this and lay this on top of the roof. Of course, the inside on the roof and the outside facing the sun. There we go. All right, now you're gonna take it and bundle it up to a roof. I want to get the sun to take some of this out, and you're going to use a blow dryer when you put it up there and warm it up and get it nice and tight, but I will demonstrate that. So let me get something to secure this down with. All right, guys, as you can see, Chad has got all the foam in there. He's going to go around and do his little trimming. This one doesn't need trim. This is going to fit right over it.
Perfect.
Yeah, that one's going to be perfect. So he's finishing up on the foam, pretty much almost done. I'll demonstrate it as one person doing it. You can do this by one person, putting in the headliner and all the bows and everything, and then you put your clips on the front, get how much material you want, make sure your sail panel is coming down. This area right here is what I call a sail panel. If I get the wrong nomenclature, leave a comment. Well, he's going to go down here with the foam on the pillars and maybe a little patch areas that you can see in there that he's working on, and that's what you save all your little pieces for.
Exactly.
So the pillars are first. Of course, we'll go for that piece right there on the very back, and then he's got to get the foam across the top area too. And we'll put that bottom piece on there right above the package tray below the rear window. Then we'll go ahead and hang that in there. The last piece you're going to end up with is these underneath the quarter window. All right, guys, you see all the foam is in there. We're going to get our pillow feel to the touch on our headliner. A little over here, which is nice so you don't get the impression of these grabbers. And another thing, if you see any marks on your headliner, best thing to clean it with is baby wipes. Now you're going to want to get this rope completely inside here, up into it, and get that rope all the way up in there. That's why you want to spread those grabbers out really good so you don't have a hard time getting this in here. Spread this a little bit more. The more you spread it, the little easier it is to get it in there. Just be patient and it's going in. Yeah, you learn after you do it a couple times. You're gonna wanna look at it over here and make sure you get it all the way in there. All right, I pretty much got it tucked in there, but you're gonna see it now because the clips are out. So as you're knocking it down, you wanna get you a rubber mallet and tape it up. You don't want to be hitting it and staining the fabric. And go back and look at it. Yeah, that's what I want. Other one up there. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get this place up in there. You just got to get this really up in there. You want to curl that little rope seal they got, turn it that way and point it toward the other side of the car, and then make sure you're pushing it in and knock each grabber down as you go one at a time and keep looking back. You want just to see the vinyl. You don't want to see the white rope. Then you can cut this at the very bottom and bring it over here to where you can bring it underneath there, fold it under. I'll show you all that later. We're going to get to the other side and then we'll describe what we're going to do, how we're going to pull it back over this way, clip it up here and clip it down here. All right, so we're going to go to the other side and repeat that. Well, we're on the driver's side and Chad came up with a better way. He was thinking we need to separate these even further. So you want to get this side up against here on the inside, and then we'll have an easier time. So if you spread them out enough to get this inside like that.
Get the entire thing in there?
Yeah, go ahead and try to hit those. All right, that's how that. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's getting it better. So it needs to be facing you. You want this to be flat. So just keep forcing this in here like that. Yeah, just don't get on the fabric side. Try to stay in between here so you don't go through the stitching. All right, go ahead and knock those down. Just get right there, that corner. There you go. All right, go ahead. Yeah, there you got it now. See, twist it.
Stick the back side
in first. Stick the back side in first. Yeah, we're getting a better technique. That's only my fourth headliner, I think. All right, go ahead. Get the corner of that one. All right, go ahead. Looking good. Yeah, that was the trick. We always start on the passenger side. We've learned that in anything you're doing. If you're assembling door glass, put on the passenger side first, because if you make a mistake, you don't want it on the driver's side. It's going to annoy the owner. He gets to forget about it when it's on the passenger side, because he doesn't get in it every day.
Most of the time when people come and look at a car, they come in the driver's side too.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good.
So from now on, we just got to make sure we spread them.
At least a ½ inch. The more the merrier. All right, go ahead. And then when you get it all the way down, you can hammer it again, but don't ever hammer it with this over that way.
Okay, on the material, right?
On the material. The only time you're going to do that, but you're actually better to take a piece of cardboard and set it over it. So when you go across this, the material's going over and in.
Right,
so you want to get you a piece of cardboard or something and hit the cardboard. There you go. This is easier with two people, but I've done them by myself. It's just, especially if you know you're doing this, and you should be able to get it. All right, go ahead and hit that one.
And then what you're talking about at the end when you come back, just sit there and hit the face of them to get them nice.
Yeah,
and
you
tight.
can go over it and get closer to this, to the corner of it. So you're knocking them into it.
Pinch it more.
All right, well, we're gonna get finished with this and we'll get back to you. All right, guys, well, we've got them all on. Found an easier way to do it on the driver's side. And you see you got a lot of wrinkles in here. Now you wanna go up to this. Always have a sharp razor. You can save your other ones for other tasks, but go up here and make it a slight cut right there on that corner. And then you come around here and see. We're gonna trim this a little bit. All right. That you're going to be able to pull back here, and we're going to get back to that later. And see, you're going to pull this over. See, I don't like how that foam's sitting on there. So I'm going to take some spray adhesive and spray it on these teeth and pull this back over and onto this, because I don't like how it's looking on the other side. So let me get that done. All right, another thing I forgot you can do, and I'm going to do it up here too. You can take tape and put it over those grippers so that you don't see that, and then you can pull it over and see if you like it. And I like it. It looks nice.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, so now's the time. He's gonna do that side over there. Now's the time to heat it up. Try to get some of these wrinkles out, like right there. Best to do the back side. I'm gonna heat it again, but I'm just gonna try to work it because I'm gonna have to get over there and start applying my adhesive. A lot of this will come out later. It's just being folded up in a box. And we probably aren't going to get a lot done today because the wind is just kicking up too much. And I'd rather not make a mistake. So, back to my safety first. And we got our bucket of clips in there. Get some glue on there. Alright, wait for it to tack a little bit. Get you some clips, more clips, and more clips.
You want to know the craziest thing, right?
What?
That's not enough clips to do all this.
No, you use...
Section at a time.
Yeah, you do a section at a time. I mean, but you could spend $100 on these things.
Yeah, seriously.
So, see all the bubbles? Pretty much wait for the bubbles to collapse and you're set, ready to go. So let me go ahead and see where this is gonna lead me. Go ahead and get this out. Now you're gonna come across here. The best thing to do is to start right here. Come over, push it over here, get you a relief cut. Stay off of the lip and go out. Let it tack a little bit more down there. I can go up here. Just wanna make sure you don't make your rib. Now we're gonna straighten this up later. This is a step that comes up later. And then when your oh no handle, it goes by another name. These big ones don't have a big enough bite. But you gotta have all different sizes.
Small ones for the corners.
Yep, now. Yeah, it's a big wrinkle, ain't it?
Yeah, just in that one spot though, it's not too bad.
It's not over yet until I get it in this corner.
Yeah.
Now, so you can pull it back up and try to get a better bite on it. I mean, I'm going to trim some of this off. Yeah. It's going to look good with yellow.
It's a real nice finish.
Uh-huh. And this is an area you can straighten out later. That's all right. You see, when we put the other piece on, we'll come closer to this, so this wrinkle doesn't matter. I'm going to come across here. You're going to have a few little wrinkles, and especially this will probably lighten up. Looks good. So there's one. Now we'll get to the other one. You don't need to see the same thing again, so we'll get back to you when we get to another part, which that should be the next one, and then we'll hang the headliner in. All right.
Hey guys, it's Dalton. Thanks for watching this video. We hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we really hope it helped you guys out on installing an EMPI headliner in a standard VW Beetle. Also, stay tuned for the next video, part 2 of the headliner installation, to see the headliner when it's all done with the glass in. Just gotta say huge thanks to the VDUB factory, Bert, Scott, and Nicole, and also Rob at EMPI for everything. And the links for the headliner and all the supplies used in this video are down in the description. The Just Buggin' family would like to wish all of you guys a happy Memorial Day weekend, and we hope you guys have a great time. Stay safe out there. And thanks for watching the video. If you'd like to support us and show some love to the channel, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, share, and have a Just Buggin' of a day. This past Monday, we lost a very great person in the VW community. Jesse Caz, an influencer from Brazil, and his pet golden retriever was sadly killed in a car accident, taking his dream drive in his 1978 Volkswagen Beetle all the way from his home country, Brazil, to Alaska. He was just 2 days before reaching his destination, before him and his beloved best friend sadly passed away. He was 29 years old, traveled over 52,000 miles, and visited 17 countries since 2017. We just want to say we would like to send our deepest condolences to his family and friends, and we are very saddened by this loss in the VW community. I feel very connected to it because I almost lost my life in a VW Beetle back in 2018. Just wanted to state that Jesse's soul, along with his golden retriever, will never be forgotten. His spirit, his drive, bravery, and his motivation to conquer and do something that not everybody else can do was absolutely amazing. And if you guys would like to check out his journey, then check the link down in the description and send love to his family and friends. Rest in peace, guys.